Hello everyone, welcome to Weighintime. I am Patrick and this is Mindful Monday. It's the start of Vlogtober for me, so I'm going to be doing 5 vlogs a week for the whole of October, so Monday to Friday. Before we get started with the show today though, this is your water reminder. You need at least 2.5 litres of water every single day. Before I start explaining what mindfulness is and how it can help you, I wanted to talk about the sort of people that it can help. And the sort of people that mindfulness can help is everybody. Absolutely everybody. Now, there are so many people out there suffering from depression and anxiety, and I've spoken out about this on episodes before. I've also done a video on depression, which I'll link above and also in the description below. Now, there are so many people out there that are going through depression. Now, there are so many different types of people and so many different types of causes of depression. For example, you could be depressed about your weight. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I was 26.5 stone. I know how being depressed about your weight is. And then I've lost a lot of weight and my depression went and it's come back because it was triggered by something else. You could be depressed about money and not having enough money at the moment or being in debt. However, I recently read an interview with Channing Tatum, the guy from Magic Mike, and he's gone through depression. He's gone through anxiety, and he's not short of a pound or two. So there are so many different forms and triggers of depression, and it affects so many different types of people. So what I want to tell you is that you are not alone. There are so many people out there going through what you're going through. Whether or not you're watching a movie, you're watching a TV show, and you're thinking, oh, I wish I could be that person. But if you lived a day in their life, they could have anxiety and they could have depression the same as you, but their triggers are different. So never think that you are the only person going through this, because there are so many people going through this exactly the same thing as you are. You are not alone. And I'm sure that my comment section below is going to be lighting up with people saying that they've got depression or they're going through anxiety or they've had it in the past. So I want to spread the word. I want to spread the love of everyone together in my Mindful Monday series. I wanted to talk about mindfulness on this episode, and first of all I want to explain how I came to know about mindfulness and what it is. Now, I have always heard from my family about, there's been various books which they've recommended me to read, and I will be completely honest, I'll hand on heart, I will say that I never imagined any of this to be, to work. When they told me about it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, but it's not going to work for me. It was only when, in around about November or December last year, I got to such a point where every single day I was waking up, I was depressed. There was a cloud over me. My head was full of negative thoughts, and I was down. I was depressed, and it took over my life. So I went to the doctors and I said that I needed help. And it's amazing how many people don't do that. And it was it sounds silly now when I say it, but it made me feel like I was wasting their time by going to the doctors, until I actually went, and they were so lovely, and they said that 95% of the people that come and see them are seeing them because of depression. And that actually weirdly made me feel better, because it made me feel that I wasn't alone anymore. And that's what I want to do with these videos, because you're not alone. And she told me about mindfulness. And being the person that I am, I wanted to find out every single thing I possibly could about it. So I left and then I bought my mindfulness book for dummies. I got some audiobooks from Audible. I'll link a couple of audiobooks from Audible into the description below because there are some brilliant ones out there which really helps me. And I read as many articles as I could, and I watched some YouTube videos on it as well. And all of a sudden I started to practice mindfulness, and it really does help. And it's amazing how much it actually changed my way of thinking and the way I analyze a situation. So situations that used to make me anxious and make me constantly worried and constantly niggle at the back of my brain, that is gone now since I discovered mindfulness. So that's why I wanted to do this video and explain what mindfulness is. So that comes to the point of, what is mindfulness? So mindfulness is a form of meditation, and I really don't like to use the word meditation, because as soon as you think of meditation, you think of and, you know, people with long cloaks with dirty hair and and incense burning in the background and all that kind of stuff, and that's what I thought of. So you're not alone in that reasoning. But because my doctor recommended it to me, I was like, well, this can't be, you know, rubbish. This can't not work. I really the only way I can describe it is meditation, which, don't let that put you off or scare you, because it's not anything like that. You don't even have to sit down on the floor in a cross-legged position with your fingers touching. And if you don't have to do that, I don't think it's proper meditation. Mindfulness is a meditation act, if you will. And it's about putting yourself in the moment. Now, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, but right here and right now. Now, a study from Harvard, which took place a couple of years ago, actually showed that 40% of your entire life has spent with your mind wandering. Now, that is almost half of your entire life. Your mind is just flicking from left to right, going from thought to thought to thought to thought, and you're not living right now. And you're, for example, thinking about the weekend. You're living for the weekend. You're living for a holiday. You're living for something which isn't now. But what you should be doing is living for right here and right now, because right here, right now, you are fine. You are watching this video. You are just living your life right here, right now. You're not thinking about what's happening in the past. You're not thinking about what's happening in the future. Well, you probably are, because I guarantee you that while watching this video, your mind has wandered various times in different directions about the past and about the future. That's not helping you right now. So what mindfulness is about putting you right here and right now. And the beauty of mindfulness is that it's not a meditation act where you are not supposed to think about anything. Most people, when they think about meditation, they think that they have to clear their brain. And what happens is, if you sit down for any length of time, a perfect example is just before you go to sleep. And you can't sleep because your head is racing. Your head's thinking about what you've done today, what you've got to do tomorrow. You know, if there's a meeting in 2 weeks' time, your brain is constantly going through your thoughts. And if you have a negative thought, you instantly say to yourself, no, I can't think about that. I can't think about that because it's going to make me depressed. The more you say you can't think about something, let's face it, the more you're going to do it. So mindfulness practice is basically about sitting down and not worrying about your thoughts. Just close your eyes a second, okay? And I'm going to do it with you as well, so it's not going to be like I'm just watching you while your eyes are closed, because that'd be creepy. But I want you to close your eyes for a minute, and I want you to just sit there, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, so nice deep breaths. Please don't do this if you're driving, because that would be very dangerous. I should have said that before you closed your eyes, just to let you know. Now, what I want you to do is imagine that you are on a bus stop. Okay, so you've got two lines of traffic in front of you. One of them is going one way and the other is going the other way. Now, if your brain at any time starts thinking about a thought, make that thought one of those cars in front of you. So what I want you to eventually do, and what will happen if you practice mindfulness enough, is when you sit at the side of this road, all of your thoughts, all of the negative, all of the positive thoughts, they will just be the traffic ahead of you. Now what I want you to do is I want you to just sit there. I don't want you to interact with your thoughts. I don't want you to think about them or give them any more time than they deserve. I just want you to observe your thoughts for a few moments. Okay, so just sit there, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and put your thoughts on those cars and just let them drive by. Just do that for a few minutes. Now I'm going to carry on with the video, so if you need a few more minutes, I just want you to push pause, okay? Now, I want you to open your eyes. How did that feel? How did that kind of make you feel about your thoughts? Now, if you had a lot of thoughts, if this is the first time you've ever done anything like that, I guarantee with practice it will help. And your thoughts you will be a bystander and your thoughts will be going past you. And that's what we kind of want to get from a mindfulness exercise. It's about sitting down or standing up or wherever and just taking time in this moment. Now, one of the main things which you start doing when you first start to do mindfulness practices is close your eyes and you start feeling your body. So not physically feeling your body, because particularly if you're on a bus, that would look a bit weird, wouldn't it? But I want you to, not right now, you don't have to do it right now, but I just want you to sit down for a few minutes. And I want you to just close your eyes and start breathing through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to start feeling your toes in your socks or in your shoes or, flat on the floor. And I want you to just kind of do a quick body scan. I want you to just think about your feet, think about your calves. I want you to think about your head. I want you to check in. Once you've done that, I want you to listen to all of the sounds around you. I want to see what you can hear. I want you to be able to just listen so carefully that you'll be able to hear birds and for example, I've got a fish tank, there's a slight buzzing, I can hear that. And the reason why mindfulness makes you think about these things is because your brain can only think about one thing at a time. So if you're thinking about sounds, if you're thinking about smells, what you can smell around you, or if you're thinking about your body, your brain can't pass more thoughts to you. It can't tell you, it can't make you think about that meeting which you've got next week. It can't make you think about what you did last night which you might regret. It will only think about what you are trying to think about at that present moment in time. And if your mind wanders, all you have to do is bring your attention back to the breathing and to the sounds around you. And then with practice, that is mindfulness, being able to just put yourself into this position. Now, there are so many times where I've used mindfulness, and I remember when I first started, I couldn't keep my thoughts in check. Whenever I would try and close my eyes and start thinking, I wouldn't be able to. It does take practice. It does take time. But it's got to a point now where if I am, if I'm worried about something, if I'm thinking about something, quite a few times, and I'm thinking, oh, how is this going to go? What am I going to do? All I need to do is close my eyes and just breathe in and breathe out and just think about sounds, think about what's going on around me at this moment in time, and that thought is still there, but it no longer has the power over me that it did, and I can control it a lot better. And that's what mindfulness does. It makes you control that thought. So rather than that thought having the power over you and having it change your entire mood, you're actually in control of it. And that thought no longer has the power over you, you have the power over it. And that's what I want to kind of teach you with Mindful Mondays. We're going to talk about cognitive behavioural therapy as well, but we're going to focus on different techniques and how mindfulness can be incredibly helpful in a weight loss journey as well. So if you are losing weight, then mindfulness is something which will definitely help. I'm going to go through something called mindful eating as well, which sounds interesting. But just next time you're having a shower, okay, I want you, instead of thinking about what you've got to do in the day, I want you to just spend that time thinking about or feeling the water run down your body. Feel about just take time to actually have the shower. I'll give you a little, I guarantee that you've gone through this. How many times have you finished work or left a supermarket and you've come home and you can't remember how you did it? How many times has that happened? The reason that has happened is because your mind has been wondering about things that have happened in the past and things that are going to happen in the future. Not now, not right now, but things from the past, things from the future. And I will tell you right now that they are not you. The things from the past, the things that you may have done, and the things in the future are what you may be going to do, but you don't know what's happening in the future. You can't change things that have happened in the past. The only time that is absolutely important is right here, right now. Don't live for your holiday, because something might happen. And you've got to live for right here, right now, and that's what mindfulness is. So please do some research on mindfulness. There are so many books. Actually, there are some absolutely, and I never thought I'd say this in a million years, but there are some amazing books, and I've got them on Audible, which I said I'll link down below. And you can also get a free book as well if you sign up to Audible if you're not a member already. But there's so many Ruby Wax ones. I think she's done 3 or 2. There's another one coming out soon, and they are brilliant. Ruby Wax has actually gone to Oxford to study mindfulness, and just honestly, absolutely brilliant books. So if you can look into it, just research it, and I guarantee if you start practicing it, then you will start feeling much better. So the essence of this is I want you to spend 10 minutes a day between now and next Mindful Monday just living in the moment, whether or not that be in the shower or sitting on the bus or sitting on the sofa. I just want you to close your eyes, breathe in through your nose and out through the mouth. I want you to start listening to the sounds around you. I want you to start feeling your individual muscles. I want you to start just trying to put yourself right here, right now. And if your mind wanders, that's absolutely fine. But just bring your attention back to the breathing, the sensations which are going on around you. And I want you to do that for 10 minutes a day until next Mindful Monday. And keep me updated in the comment section below. In the comment section below, let me know how you're getting on and if you are actually doing it. And I will be back again tomorrow with Tips Tuesday, so some more Slimming World tips tomorrow. What else have I got to update you on before I go? Oh, SlimCon 2019, that will be happening. If you want to find out more information, join our mailing list at slimcon.co.uk. And if you would like to support me with this channel, and you would really be supporting me. I know you watch the channel and you like and subscribe and stuff, which thank you so much. But if you'd like to support me, then you can go to patreon.com/Weighintime, and you can help me generate more content. And I really do absolutely love doing this channel. and I thank each and every one of you. So whatever time of day you're watching this, have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening, and I will catch you next time. In fact, I'll catch you tomorrow for day 2 of Vlogtober. I'll see you then.